Hey, aloha, this is Harry from Harry's Guitar. Today I'm going to teach you a special song called Waikiki, written by Andy Cummings. Andy Cummings is the uncle of Raymond Kane, my slack key teacher. He wrote this song in the dead of winter in Michigan as he got homesick for Hawaii. So as I got prepared to teach this song, I realized that this song, I'm playing like 29 different chords. So I didn't want to overwhelm you all at once. So I'm going to teach you this song section at a time, and then get prepared to get a paper and pen and write down these chords. Okay? So if you like this show, please subscribe, tell your friends, put a like to it. It'll help the channel out. But here, let's begin this journey. Here's a close-up. Okay, we're going to learn the intro that I use for this song. We're going to learn 8 chords. So the first chord you're going to need is this bar chord C. Second chord is a C9. Next chord is a bar chord F. And then you take your middle finger off, that's F minor. Next chord is a C plus 7, or C major 7. Next chord, all you have to do is from this chord, you move your middle finger from the 3rd string to the 5th and strum from 5 to 1. That's the C sharp diminished 7th. Next chord is D minor 9. And a G7 plus 5. I hold it like this. Okay, so here's a chart of the intro. So you see the fermata sign, that line with a dot. That means that you can play it and let it ring for as long as you like. It's timeless. So example, and I play it probably different all the time. But here's an example. I start like this. I just play the C, let it ring. And then I play the C9, let it ring for as long as I want. F, F minor. Now this is where I start playing in time, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, then So again, I'll do it again, but it may be different. Okay, so that's the example of the intro. Okay, we're going to learn the first verse, and this section we're going to need 12 chords. So you need a C6-9 chord, a B9, a A7 plus 5, a D minor 9, a G13, a G sharp diminished 7. So from this G13, if you move your middle finger to the 6th string and you take your baby finger off and you kind of take your first finger and bar 3 strings here, you got this. So it'd be a good practice to go from, okay, so that's G sharp diminished 7. Then you have your C plus 7. You just move the middle finger to the 5th string, that's your C sharp diminished 7. We did it earlier, but might as well list it again. A G7 plus 5, a D9, a D minor 7, and a G7. Okay, so don't be discouraged. Actually, this song, when I learned Waikiki, this song actually helped me learn a lot of jazz chords, and it gave me a way to start using and performing and making me get used to jazz chords. So just hang in there. So here's the first verse, and here's a chart for it. So I hit the C 6-9 chord. There's a feeling deep in my heart, stabbing at me just like a dart. It's a feeling heavenly. I see memories out of the past, memories that always will last, of the place across the sea. Okay, so I'll do that whole thing again. I might play it a little different this time. We'll see. So you start with the C6-9. There's a feeling deep in my heart, stabbing at me just like a dart. It's a feeling heavenly. I see memories out of the past, memories that always will last, of the place across the sea. Okay, now we're going to go to the next section, the chorus. For the chorus, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chords. Okay, for the chorus, we're going to learn 10 chords. So here's a C chord, a C9, F, remove the middle finger, it's F minor, a regular everyday C chord, take the ring finger off, you have your A minor 7, D9 on the 5th fret, G7 on the 3rd fret, and a G7 plus 5, and a B9. Okay, so here's the words and chords for the chorus. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Waikiki. At night when the shadows are falling, I hear you rolling, surf calling, calling and calling to me. Waikiki, this for you that my heart is yearning. My thoughts are always returning out there to you across the sea. Okay, I'll do it again, and chances are I probably play different. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Waikiki. At night when the shadows are falling, I hear you rolling, surf calling, calling and calling to me. Waikiki, this for you that my heart is yearning. My thoughts are always returning out there to you across the sea. Okay, that's the chorus. And then, okay, here comes the bridge. For the bridge, we're going to learn 10 chords. So here's a E plus 7. I keep the open 6th string as an E. From here, if you move the middle finger to the 5th string, and I just kind of bar the whole thing to make sure the 6th string doesn't ring, that's the F diminished 7. So you got the E plus 7 to the F diminished 7. In the same area has a F sharp minor 9. And there's the same area, B7 plus 5. And then I do an E diminished 7th, and because it's the letter E, I use the 2 open E's, so this is the way I finger it. And then you have B7, and then at the same fret, E minor, and I use the open E, A minor 7, D D minor 7. And here's a G7 plus 5 minus 9. Okay, so these are the chords that we need for the bridge. So here's the words and the chord symbols. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Your tropic nights and your wonderful charms are ever in my memory. And I recall when I held in my arms an angel sweet and heavenly. Okay, so let's do the bridge again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your tropic nights and your wonderful charms are ever in my memory. And I recall when I held in my arms an angel sweet and heavenly. Okay. So we're going to go to the chorus again, different chorus, and I'm going to learn 10 chords. You may already have done it, but here we go. You need a C, a C9, F on the first fret, F minor, regular C, regular A minor 7, D9, G7, G7 plus 5, and a B9. Okay, so here's the chorus after the bridge part. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Waikiki, my whole life is empty without you. I miss that magic about you, magic beside the sea. Okay, we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waikiki, my whole life is empty without you. I miss that magic about you, magic beside the sea. And that B9 will take us back to the bridge. So we're going to repeat the bridge again, so might as well practice to this. So here's the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your tropic nights and your wonderful charms are ever in my memory. And I recall when I held in my arms an angel sweet and heavenly. And then we're going to go to the last chorus. Okay, so now we're going to do the last chorus. It's the same chorus with a different ending that leads to the ending. So you're going to need a couple more chords for this section. So let's see, you're going to need a E minor 7. Lower it down 1 fret, that's a D sharp minor 7. Move it down, that's a D minor 7 that you learned earlier. So you have E minor 7, D sharp minor 7, D minor 7, same shape. And then you got the G7 and the C6-9. And the last chord that I use is a C plus 7 with a G bass. That's what I used to end with. Okay? Okay, so we're going to do the last chorus into the ending. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Waikiki, my whole life is empty without you. I miss that magic about you, magic beside the sea, magic of Waikiki. so let's do it again. So here's the last chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waikiki, my whole life is empty without you. I miss that magic about you, magic beside the sea, magic of Waikiki. Keep rewinding. There's a feeling deep in my heart, stabbing at me just like a dart. It's a feeling heavenly. I see memories out of the past, memories that always will last, of the place across the sea. Waikiki, at night when the shadows are falling, I hear rolling surf calling, calling and calling to me. Waikiki, it's for you that my heart is yearning. My thoughts are always returning out there to you across the sea. Tropic nights and your wonderful charms are ever in my memory, and I recall when I held in my arms an angel sweet and heavenly. Waikiki, my whole life is empty without you. I miss that magic about you, magic beside the sea. Your tropic nights and your wonderful charms are ever in my memory, and I recall when I held in my arms an angel sweet and heavenly. Waikiki, my whole life is empty without you. I miss that magic about you, magic beside the sea.